class a lot less than this when I talk, so it's like 4 classes in one time. This was really a unique process when you do it. You don't get to do these things too often in your life, so when you get to do it, you kind of sit back and go, wow, we kind of did something that's important. The collaboration with industry and with us internally became one of these things that you always kind of dream about, and when you see it come to fruition and get started, you kind of say, wow, we really can make a difference in the community, and we really can make an impact on individuals' lives for the future. So I'm one of those generations that's going to be leaving. You know, I retired once, and I'm retiring again in a couple of years, and I'll be gone. And somebody's going to have to step up and replace me. And industry has probably the biggest problem because a lot of times there's not a lot of people trained to take that position and come over. So realistically, when we look at putting the program together and all the support that we got, I have to look at the people that really helped me out a lot. Russ Coons gave us some direction. Joe Cruz gave us a lot of curriculum to work with it. Amy was an amazing partner to get on with this. And then I have to say Debbie Alvarez helped me a lot when we put the curriculum together and got it in to submit to ICCB, and then Kristen Seesmar jumped in there also, and she helped me get all these numbers together. We didn't have to do a lot for this. We just had to line a lot of stars. We only had to write 2 courses for the entire program. That's it. We took existing courses we had, we merged them into a group, and we constructed something that was different than when we first started. As Deb mentioned, when we first started this, we were looking at writing a nuclear degree, and realistically that was a very narrow focus. Russ kept pushing, no, and got spread it out, and we actually went into this degree now that serves all of the industries in the area with a higher level, I should say, operator when they come out or technician. We take existing IMT classes, EDA classes, and bond them together. And now what we did at the other end of it is we raised the, how should I say, Gen Eds. If you're going to the operations end, you're taking health, you're taking physics 1 and 2, you're taking chemistry to get this decision-making skills at the higher end of what you really need. If you go to the technician program, we also raise the math and the physics and that side of it. Right? So they're kind of bringing up the level so you have people who can think a little bit faster on their feet when you get out there in the field. The other thing we're doing with the program is we're using it as a cohort. The 12 students that are selected for the program to start the first time, they will go through a series of classes together as a group. Right? And to get this kind of teamship, team spirit together as they work together and know each other when they go through. I was a supervisor in the field. I was an iron worker for my life when this first started. And the relationship between the individual tradesman and the foreman and the superintendent was critical, and he had to share information. But the superintendent and foreman also had to know all the information on the bottom. And that's one of the things behind what we developed this degree. That's the first thing we're doing. We're working with that. The second thing we're doing is industries kept saying to us, we need the soft skills. You got to be to work on time. But time's not at 8 o'clock punching in. On time's being there at 7:45 so they can be at their workstation at 8 o'clock. So we're instituting a whole series of soft skills that goes along with the program, including time clocks. So when they come to the classroom, they punch in and they punch out of the classroom. So they got the same feeling as being at work. They have to wear their badges, they'll have a dress code. Okay? So we want to prepare them not just to have the skills and have the thinking and critical mass ability, but also to have the workplace skills that really need to be successful in that standpoint here. Okay. As a cohort, we're going to get them through in 2 years. They're not going to be stragglers. We're going to push them through, mentor them, keep them going, but get them out in the workforce in 2 years, which is another thing you need to do. You can't have a supply line that takes 5 years to get people in the business because you guys don't have the time. All right? The positions are going to be gone, and you're not going to have anybody to fill them. So we're going to have a 2-year process to get them through. One of the things we're going to need industry to step up to help us with this first year is internships in the summer. The way we plan this is they go to the first set of classes, and then they have an internship in the summer, and then they finish a set of classes in the next 2 semesters, and then they're done. And we want to make this as efficient as possible to get through. If it's really successful the first year, we'll try and double it the next year, right? Based on what the industry needs. So I'm really kind of happy that this process is done, because it took a lot of time. But I'm kind of happy to launch it and get it on its way and get it moving, because I think in the long term, it's going to serve this community and all these businesses in the community for I don't know how long. And it may be a start at this college to keep moving in that direction and getting more collaboration in industry to actually build our technical programs to higher and better level and more quality for y'all. All right? Thanks.